before they run down the hill at Clemson. Rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Clemson is quick to the line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Syracuse's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all...
Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Clemson jumps to the line. Off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the lone running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Direct snap. Oh, gave the defender the business. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Scrambling away. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Quick step and go. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the extra point makes it 14-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Some misdirection with the counter. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle here for the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that. He lets it fly. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Cuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse, 21. Clemson, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield, setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Orange. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, Clemson, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup. And
another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Clemson, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Unleashes one deep. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Orange.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Number 11.
Lining up to add another.
In the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Syracuse, 49.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than a deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unleashes one. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away.
56, Clemson, 3.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and... This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the catch. It's sharp. They make the stop after the catch and still... Pick up that first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Gets open down the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Stopped after making the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes his connection.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Orange. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over San Diego State. Wheel circle.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the... Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll throw it on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up here, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Cuse. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls in. Obviously, they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dialing up a second down pass play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Orange! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They finally get him stopped, but what?
Was complete.
By that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle. If you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the X. Looking for a deep man. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin. What do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yards on the play. Now, 4th down.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. One more play to pad the stats.